Hello everyone, Dylan here today to give you another fun facts video. Now this fun facts video actually comes as a recommendation. It's a cute, lovable animal. It is the sloth, or sloths I should say. There are 6 different species of sloths. You have 2 different kinds of groups of sloths. You have a 3-toed sloth and you also have a 2-toed sloth. And I'm here to just give you a bunch of fun facts about these cute, lovable animals. Now, sloths live in Central and South America, and they're actually closest related to armadillos and anteaters, which is kind of weird for an animal that lives most of its entire life up in the canopies of the rainforest and forest that it lives in. Now, sloths, as you know, sleep a ton. They sleep roughly 15 hours a day, which isn't the most out of all animal species. That will still be maintained by the koala bear. But sloths live their lives in the trees and don't really do much. They live in the trees, they sleep, they eat, and once a week they come down from the trees onto the floor and they use the bathroom there. That is really the life of a sloth. And the reason they're able to do that is because they have a super low metabolic rate. Their body doesn't need that much energy, which is great because they're only eating leaves, twigs, branches, which isn't a lot of calories, but they don't need a lot of calories because they're not doing much, to be totally honest. But what's super interesting about the sloth is that they have their own little ecosystem right on their bodies. They have a super heavy, dense fur that grows fungi and algae. So the outside of the sloth will actually have a kind of green tint in the wild that's due to the algae that's growing on its own body. And the algae is able to live and get nutrients, it gets the water from the kind of absorbing it from the fur, but the sloth gets camouflage from predators like jaguars and different birds of prey that might try to be going after them. And it also gets a little bit of food from the algae, which is a really nice symbiotic relationship. Both of them get something and none of them are really losing anything out of it. Now, like I said, there's an entire ecosystem that lives on the body of a sloth, which is kind of cool but kind of gross at the same time. They can have hundreds to almost thousands of different insects, beetles, moth, just on one sloth body. Now that's a super awesome, interesting fact because they are part of the ecosystem. They do a ton of work in the ecosystems and that little ecosystem on their body themselves, which is crazy to think about on just one slow-moving animal. Now these sloths, obviously you can have really happy, kind of go-lucky grin that is a lot of times associated with the sloths, but another cool fact is that the 3-toed sloth actually has 2 more vertebrae in their entire body, which allows them to turn their head another 270 degrees, so almost all the way around, almost just like an owl kind of does. And that allows them to get a full view of the forest, avoid predators. And these are, like I said, slow-moving animals. They're not doing too much in their day, but I guess that's why we love them. So those are some fun facts about sloths.